Welcome to the Windows and Computer channel, and this is a myth versus reality video once again. Things that we hear all the time that are probably not what you think. One of the myths that I hear a lot, and I've seen a lot over time, including when I was a tech guy, was my computer will run faster if I delete all my personal files and delete as much as I can of all of the files in the documents folder or on my desktop, or if I remove all the temporary files and stuff like that, my computer will just run much faster because there's too many files on the hard drive and it slows it down. This one has a tough one because a tough reality to it, because so many people are convinced that the more files on your hard drive, the slower your PC, when in reality, anything that is dormant, anything that just doesn't do anything when you're not using it, does not affect the speed of your PC. So if you have 10 million files in your folders, you will have simply no difference in performance that if you had no files in your folders. The performance might be visible, yes, in some way. If you go to the File Explorer, for example, maybe the File Explorer is going to take a little more time to display everything because you have a lot of files there. But not talking about anything that accesses the files, just talking about performance of Windows itself, doesn't change anything. Windows does not check or use the files that are not doing anything. A picture on your computer will not do anything and change the speed of it, because all the files that are on the hard drive and not used are simply ignored. There's nothing using them, so there's nothing happening with them. Same with the temporary files. It's a habit of a lot of people to go and remove the temporary files here and there and empty the recycle bin and stuff like that. Apart from actually making more disk space, which this is a very valid way of actually wanting to have more space, especially if you have a small hard drive. The files that you have, the temporary files, for example, in Windows, I'm not slowing it down. They are created when it is needed, but if they're left behind, it doesn't change anything. Windows isn't going slower if you have tons of temporary files. If you remove all of them, you won't see really an improvement in any performance in Windows itself. These are things that simply, when they're not used, aren't actually creating any, any strain on the PC, if you want. But yes, for disk space, I understand that you might want to remove temporary files or stuff like that. The other thing also is, if you have a very small hard drive, the only time when a slowdown can occur because of all the files on your hard drive is when the hard drive doesn't have any space left. Typically, Windows itself uses a table that it creates on the hard drive. It uses a file system that it will swap files through. And the size of that table or that file system will, of course, depend also on the space left on your hard drive. So if you have a PC that doesn't have a lot of RAM memory and it uses a lot of that disk space, if your hard drive is full of files and has almost no space left, yes, there could be an impact in that case. But the problem is not to erase files. The problem is you simply need bigger hard drive, or and maybe even a little more RAM. But anything that is in the documents folder, pictures folder, video folder, even if you had a million files there, it doesn't slow down your PC at all, because your PC only uses what it needs in the file system, and it doesn't change the speed of Windows to have files on your computer. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.